This is probably going to be quite a controversial topic for some. I thought about not making it, but I also thought, yo, you only YouTube once, right? In this video I want to talk about the trophy hunting leaderboards and why I'm kind of not really a fan of them at all anymore. I just don't really think they're actually a great thing for trophy hunting. Firstly, I would like to say the trophy hunting websites are generally phenomenal. I think like PSNP is fantastic. PSN Profiles is just such a good website, and all the others like it. They provide guides for trophy hunters so you can get an idea as to whether or not you want to play games. They provide forums where you can have discussions with like-minded people about the trophy lists and all this sort of thing. I think generally it is such an amazing thing, and everyone who works on it, like, well done to all of you. But I want to talk about the leaderboards and why I don't really think it's good. There's a couple of reasons for that. I mean, I myself was pretty obsessed with them for a year or so. I was playing a lot of games I didn't really enjoy because I was getting kind of fixated. I got like top 250 in the UK, which was quite a big deal at the time for me. I think now I'm like almost at rank 400. I've just been slipping down slowly and slowly. But kind of the problem is trophy hunting it can be a very skill dependent hobby, because a lot of the games, finishing everything in the game, is very skill dependent. When you look at things like Bloodborne, Hades, Remnant from the Ashes, some of the harder games like Super Meat Boy, like, these games require such a high level of skill on them that to master them and earn the Platinum Trophy is so impressive. But on the flip side of that, there is thousands of easy Platinum Trophies out there, and these games kind of nullify the value of the Platinum Trophy overall, because now you can earn a Platinum Trophy which is equivalent in the leaderboards from, say, a game like My Name is Mio, which is a fantastic game, but it's the first one that comes to my mind. But easy games like that of the sort which you can kind of compare in the same amount of points for the leaderboard as like Demon Souls, okay? And I know there's websites out there which track they kind of track the difficulty based on like the rareness of the trophies and things like that. But even still, on those ones, you still find that quantity is still better than quality, which leads us to the top of the people on the leaderboards. They're not necessarily the best gamers. They aren't the best trophy hunters. They're not the best gamers. They are just the people who have spent the most time earning these trophies through easy games, because if you played the longer games, you couldn't even be in the top 1,000, because there's so many games that come out all of the time. There's probably one or two every other day that are coming out now with all the stacks and stuff. You could easily be earning 40, 50 platinum trophies a month, and that just means that if you're spending the same amount of time, because it would take me a month to platinum Elden Ring, for example, or I could just earn 50 platinum trophies by playing easy games, or maybe even 100 by the amount of time it would take me to finish Elden Ring. That's kind of like, it just nullifies this platinum trophy value, and I think it's a shame. And the people at the top, it's just time spent. There's not really any skill involved in the trophy hunting leaderboards. It's just how much time can you spend playing really basic, quick games. And does that really speak? What does that say about the gaming sphere? Do we really want to be promoting lazy, undeveloped, unpolished games, and then we have this small market of people who continue to buy them, and they do whatever they want to do, but I don't think it's necessarily promoting the best side of gaming. As well as that, because it's about time spent, it's very, very hard for people who actually want to do it, newcomers, to actually get themselves on the board. If I was to start now, there's people in the top 100 who have, over 1,000 platinum trophies, and by the time you earned 1,000 platinum trophies, they would have earned 1,000 more, which just means that you can kind of never get your foot in the door, and you can never really be competitive. I just don't really think it's a great way, because imagine you're playing something like football, but at the end of every season, rather than it restarting, the teams just continued on with their points. Like Manchester City would be so far ahead that no team could ever catch them, which kind of makes it unfair. And I think maybe a method of making it more competitive would be to reset the leaderboards. I know they do get reset every year, but people always compare and always think about the overall leaderboard, and I understand that you could always do it in different ways, but you'll never be the top if you are joining now, because you could just never attain it, which is why I was kind of hoping that when the PlayStation 5 came out, that would be a good way to sort of reset the trophy leaderboards completely. And I think actually every generation would be a really good way to do this, to make it fair, so everyone's starting at the bottom, everyone's starting at zero, and everyone can work their way up evenly, because it's just not really fair that because you've got 1,000 platinum trophies for the last 6-7 years, that someone who wants to start now and actually enjoy doing it, they could never catch you. I just feel like it's just a really unfair way of having a leaderboard. And this isn't a criticism of any website, because they all do it exactly the same, but I just think that it's not really a great way for everyone to enjoy the system that they have in place, and it just removes any competitiveness from most people. And then as well as the whole thing of which, most people you would never be able to confirm, but I've spoken to people who are at the top and stuff, and it's just the fact that most of the people at the top are actually in fact teams, and it's supposed to be a single person per account, not on the PlayStation of course, but actually on the leaderboards. That's kind of the idea, isn't it, that it's only you doing it. But when you look at the amount of games being earned, realistically a lot of them, I don't know, I couldn't speak for every single account, but a lot of them are just earning trophies at such an excessive rate, which there's two reasons, kind of two problems there. Firstly, if you can kind of be playing games non-stop, it kind of asks the questions of how you can afford to buy the games, because if you're not kind of making any income, you kind of can't support yourself. How can you be playing all these new games every single day? Because these games come out, you know, that £3, £4, £5, and you're playing 3 or 4 of them a day. That racks up incredibly fast. I know there's a bit of sharing going on between them, but even still, it's pretty crazy. And then on top of that, if it's just teams and just people just blasting through it, it's just, again, like, where is the fairness in that? I understand that no one could really govern it, because it's not a competitive thing really. We don't need a governing body, but it just kind of sours it knowing that people at the top are just the group of people just blasting through these easy plats. And my final thing is, it kind of, earning these easy games and trying to be competitive on the leaderboard creates a really vicious cycle. So I spoke to a few people about this previously. I've been on some podcasts and stuff with people about this, and it kind of, when you're at the top, the only way to maintain your rank is to continue to play these easy games and play the games that maybe you don't necessarily enjoy. And you know that everybody below you is playing the new game that comes out. You have to play those games just to maintain your level without even trying to move up. So it's kind of like you have to play all the easy games everyone else is playing plus more. So again, it just comes back to just who has the most time. That's ultimately what this leaderboard is. And it's kind of like, it just doesn't sound great to me. You kind of can't play the games you want to play. You couldn't be like, oh, Spider-Man 2 is coming out, I'm going to play that. It's 40 hours though, when everyone else in the leaderboards is going to be playing they're going to play 80 platinums over that 40 hours I'm gaming. So I have to play those 80 games plus play the games I want to play. It just becomes this horrendous time crunch and a vicious cycle that you kind of can't get out of if you want to be competitive on the trophy hunting leaderboards. I just finally want to say, obviously, people do enjoy doing it. And you do you. This is not a criticism of any single person. I'm just saying that I'm not personally a big fan of the leaderboards, because I don't think something that's based upon time commitment and money spent, because that's ultimately what it is, who can buy the most easy games and then play them fastest, is really a good measurement of skill. I don't think it's a good measurement of anything to be proud of personally. Like, I wouldn't look at any of them and think they're better gamers than me. I don't think that at all. I just think that it's not really a welcoming thing for everybody else as well. I think we should maybe have more. And that's why I started my difficulty challenges in my Discord. That's why I started my team challenge, because in the Discord, we basically assigned games points based on their difficulty, and then basically the games you finished, you earn points and you move to the leaderboard that way. And I felt that was a much more fairer way to get everybody involved. Everyone starts at 0. So yeah, I don't think it promotes a fair, healthy way of gaming, in my opinion. I know this is a little bit controversial, and I'm not trying to upset anybody or anything like that. I want to put it out there. I've been thinking about it a while, and I just want to actually try and somehow formulate my thoughts, although it's come across a little bit more scattered than I would have liked. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the trophy hunting leaderboards, and do you do them? Are you competitive on them? Do you not care about them? I think myself and everybody watching this video would be really interested to know. I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to have a conversation with me or join some new challenges, don't forget to check out the Discord. Take it easy.